Whilst it might not look like much from the outside, Kirkcaldy YMCA is steeped in musical history, having had the likes of Led Zeppelin's Robert Plant and John Bonham grace the stage, as well as the likes of Slade and even Ringo Starr is known to have made an appearance. Nowadays, the YM is known for its ever-popular music-based youth club, and during the day, the building plays host to the community-based adult learning, or CBAL as it's more affectionately known as. The CBAL music course is free for people to attend, with the only stipulation being that you're aged over 16 and working under 16 hours a week. The course offers everything from learning how to play an instrument, songwriting, jamming, recording in the studio, and also the coming together of like-minded individuals. Although the YMCA is charity-based, the course is funded by Fife Council, and much like other things in this current climate, the course's funding has been cut in half. One of the group's tutors, Mark, sits down with the group to discuss the prospect of the course running twice a year rather than 4.
The winter months, psychologically, are the best ever. Okay, and we found ourselves this year without any CBAL course from October to Christmas. Christmas time we normally do the gig, which is good because we get to socialise for the first time all together, apart from for 15 minutes at the beginning or at the end. So that's important. Also, that's quite a few months out of coming into a routine, like what you've all mentioned. You've all mentioned routine, and some of the stuff I'm hearing for the first time as well. You know what I mean? So it's even more important. I'm hearing now that you're coming along to the CBAL. So it must be from your guys' point of view. That's unsettling, then, isn't it? For the fact that there's not going to be a CBAL.
CBAL's like a lifeline. It's one for here, stuck indoors.
As well as the cuts to funding, the group also talk about the scrutinisation CBAL faces from the local council as well as the job centre.
The DWP, the job centre, don't see this as a searching for work. But I came here, I was referred to here after I was referred to Feet by the job centre. Feet referred me to here they said if I come on this as maybe a stepping stone to do volunteer work. And since I've come here, I've learned computer skills, I've learned social skills. I'm back into, instead of just being isolated, I'm now talking to people. So of course it's beneficial, and it is a step towards work. So the staff at the job centre, they're programmed to say, it's absolute rubbish. This is a step towards work, because I am further on now than when I started this course the first time I started it. I've leaps and bounds. I have come on. Absolutely.
I've been sent to triage, I've been sent to feet, I've been sent to, next steps and things like that. It's all these different things where they're like, oh, we offer these different kinds of help, and every single time you go to them, every single one is a PowerPoint presentation and a detached tutor who sometimes doesn't necessarily ken how to do their job. Like, they'll come in, like when I went to feet, it was a tutor who was a fitness instructor, and he just switched careers, and all of a sudden he's teaching people with anxiety and depression how to manage their mindfulness and things like that, and he had no idea what he was talking about, because I've looked into so many different things to do with these subjects, and he was sitting there like, I'm not necessarily sure how to do this, but it was still a PowerPoint presentation and a bunch of handouts that were absolutely useless. You're just sitting there listening to somebody ramble on about how they think that you should be doing this and you should be doing that, and this is how you'll feel better, and none of it works. But when you come here, you know, you're doing something that's constructive. You might not necessarily be guaranteed expecting results, but that's the comfort within the course is you didn't have to have like 15 different songs, or you didn't even have to have one song complete at the end of the course. At the end of the day, you attended, you socialised with people, you left the house for one, and it's just you're doing things that feel better for the self, rather than just sitting in a wee room with a bunch of tables and pens and paper. And
Right now, the C is an 8-week course, and after that, you're out on your own, and then they need new blood for another 8-week course. And what we're saying to that is that it's progressive, and it's not. It's we get more out of it the more we're involved in it. You guys, you know, after 8 weeks, you ain't going to be playing in a band and playing gigs, but because you've come along a few times, you're playing in Glasgow and Edinburgh, and you're doing album launches.
That's the thing, mental illnesses don't last for 8 weeks, so at the end of the course we're not cured. And that's the trouble with these DWP courses. Well, if you go to this course, we've got people who'll help you with your mental thingy. No, we've got it for life. We haven't got it for a 12-week course.
It's not just about the skills, it's about the therapeutic effect, as Bob says.
Yes.
It's about the socialisation of people who would otherwise not have a social contact to go to.
Yes, that's absolutely.
So I
It's
think
about the benefits, it's about the overall benefits that this is offering. To, if you like, people who otherwise would be isolated and not
exactly.
making.
The reason I was referred here was because of social isolation. I didn't know a soul in this town, didn't know anybody. And it took me a lot. I remember I came the very first day, and it was the first day of a course, and I didn't actually come in. I got showed around the building, but I didn't actually come in because I looked in through that window, and it was a bit freaky.
Yeah.
So I come in. I started on the Thursday.
Right.
So it took me a few days to get my confidence to come in and meet everybody, and then it's absolutely vital. And because music is playing the part, that's the thing. That's the music is the thing.
Yeah, that's the key to the door, isn't it?
Exactly, it's the common denominator, and it's proven that music is very good therapy for things like anxiety and freaking out, and if you're isolated, it's something everybody can join in and take part in.
One of the group's newcomers drafts up a letter and petition for the local council that highlights the many benefits that CBAL offers.
So we've got a petition requesting the continuation of funding support for the community-based adult learning course based at the YMCA Kirkcaldy. Right, we, the undersigned, urge the maintenance of the current level of funding to enable the continuation of the above-named course. Since its inception, CBAL has provided a valuable learning opportunity to people of all ages and backgrounds who reside in Fife. While the primary focus of the course relates to the attainment of skills and knowledge to enhance the individual's musical ability, including original composition, it has also proved to offer numerous therapeutic benefits to those who attend. Many of those who participate have personal issues relating to mental health, social isolation and learning difficulties. Attending CBAL has improved the quality of their life experience by enabling self-expression, encouraging social interaction and a sense of achievement which results in greater confidence and self-worth. CBAL is recognised by health and other professionals as a considerable asset to those who attend, and it would be a detriment to them and their community if there were to be any reduction in the duration of this learning experience. We therefore ask that the existing level of funding for CBAL be maintained. I think that's excellent, Mac. That's really good. That's really good. Okay. Superb. Right, okay.
After the concerns raised about the CBAL's future, the group decided to organise a fundraising gig to raise awareness for the CBAL group.
Right now, we're absolutely devoid of any funding to do anything. This is why we want to do this one last gasp, see if we can get some. Otherwise, in 2 weeks' time, that's going to be the last CBAL until 2018.
They decide to hold their gig at local bar, The Wheat Chief, where members of the group will perform songs they've written, as well as selling CDs recorded at the YMCA. The night seems to be a success, with hundreds of pounds being raised and some great performances of original material written by the group, as well as some crowd-pleasing cover versions.
We're not gonna take it. No, we ain't gonna take it. We're not gonna take it anymore. Sit down. We're not gonna take it. No, we ain't gonna take it. We're not gonna take it anymore. We'll fight, we're free, we're right, you'll see. No, we ain't gonna